fulfill the promises he made 7 years ago? Did he fulfill the promises he made 7 years ago? For us to vote and to think of somewhere in the northwest or southwest that Pobia won again. It's shameful. It's shameful. If you're a man or a woman in the northwest or southwest and you voted for me, the blood of our brothers and sisters who have died, the blood of our relatives who have died, they are upon your hands. How could you in the northwest and in the southwest vote for Pobia? How could you do that? Don't you care about our children? Don't you care about our relatives who are dying daily on the streets of the north and southwest provinces? Don't you care? Are you so dumb? Are you so... do you love money so much that you don't care about the many youths who died in the northwest and southwest? And that's it dying. Don't you care? Don't you care that our children have been dying in the northwest and southwest provinces? Don't you care? Don't you care that our mothers have been killed? Our babies have been killed. School children were shot dead in the northwest and southwest, and people voted for Pobia in the northwest and southwest provinces. How can that be fair? How can we call this election a fair election? How do we call this election fair? And people say, let's go out and celebrate that our great-great-great-great-father, great-grandfather won the election for the umpteenth time. How many? How long? How long? How long shall we have to go through this again? How long? Maybe I'll not even be alive in the next 7 years to witness another election, because maybe I will visit my village and be killed there. But nobody cares. They want money, they want power, they want position, not caring about the people whom they are rolling over. It's a shame. It's a shame. I know Pobia doesn't even know what is happening. I know. You cannot lie to me. I look at the face of that man at times and I pity him. But people allow him want to keep him there so that they could continue exploiting Cameroonians. It's a shame. It's a shame. It's a shame. I don't know what to do. I don't know what will happen in the days to come, but I know there is a God in heaven. I know there is a God in heaven who is sovereign. I know there is a God in heaven who will judge righteously. I know there is a God in heaven who cares about the Cameroonian children. I know there is a God in heaven who cares about the Cameroonian youth. I know there is a God in heaven who cares about the people dying in the north and southwest provinces of Cameroon. It's a shame. Look at even the people who were reading the election. Some people could not even pronounce simple names because they were too old to be there. What's the point? What was even the point of voting? It's a shame. But I know one thing, Cameroon will be fine. Cameroon will be fine. God will arise in Cameroon, and those who want to destroy Cameroon will be destroyed. No bloodshed. We say no to bloodshed on the streets. Dear Cameroonian children, dear Cameroonian youth, stay home. You can stay home and cry. You can go into your room and cry and pray. God, do something. But don't go to the streets, my beloved children. Don't go to the streets. If you die, the struggle will continue. Your parents will lose.
People in Cameroon are crying. They are in pain, they are in agony, they are in tears. And to think that their own elites, the people whom they trusted, are the ones doing all this, just made matters even worse. Because remember, when we talk about all the corruption in the system and how the votes were being changed, allegedly, it wasn't the people in Yaoundé who changed the votes. It wasn't Pobia himself who changed the vote. It wasn't Ferdinand Gongo who changed the vote. It wasn't Clement Atangana who changed the vote. It wasn't any of those people. It was the elites in the different regions who changed the votes before sending the changed voters' record to Yaoundé. That is just the truth. So, we might want to blame Yaoundé for everything, and it's easy for us to do it that way. But let's look at ourselves. Let's re examine ourselves. Who are the ones who are really to be blamed for all this? If this vote or if this election was stolen, who are the ones who actively participated in this whole game? Who are the ones? I'm sure they are elites. I'm sure they are the chiefs in the different regions. I'm sure they are people, some of them we know. They are people whom we know. They are the ones. And why? Well, greediness, selfishness, self centeredness, all the negative things you can think of. They want to stay in power. They want to enrich themselves. They want to buy favor with central government. And so they do what they think was necessary for them to claim victory. That is sad. And one more thing that I just want to push back on. I understand that most Cameroonians or most Africans are Christian and somehow believe that God will do things that they, the people, don't want to do. I just want to say that this is a very, very bad idea and something that will never come to pass because God will not do for you what you are supposed to do for yourself. If you are just sitting there thinking that somehow God is going to fix your own problems, God is going to fight for you, it won't happen. It has never ever happened. You have got to take the bull by the horns. You have got to fight all by yourself. So sitting at home and crying and praying won't do you any good because people have sat at home and cried from time immemorial and nothing has changed. Nothing at all. The only way you can have change is when you are proactive. You cannot be reactive and expect change. You cannot sit and cry and expect change. You must do what you have to do to get the change that you need. And if you think that that change required you to be proactive, by all means, be proactive. Be proactive. God will not do for men what men must do for themselves. God will not do for men what men must do for themselves. And rather than us blaming the people outside for our own problems, for our own difficulties, for our own unfortunate situations, why don't we turn inward and look at the people who staged the whole thing? Look at the people or face the people or confront the people who let the door open for the thief to walk in and steal our belongings. Rather than just blaming the thieves, we should ask ourselves this question: how did the thief get in? How did he get in? Is there someone within the household who invited the thief? And how did the thief know we had this in the house? Did someone feed them those information? Did someone plan with them? We must ask ourselves those questions. We must. Because if we just focus on the people outside without really examining those who are inside, we will keep on getting betrayed because the people inside are the ones who are setting the whole thing up. They are the ones. So I sympathize with people who are in pain. And I totally understand anyone in their situation will feel the same. But sitting and praying won't do us any good. Won't do us any good. If you don't want change, by all means, sit and pray. But if you really want change, if you are determined to have change, you cannot sit and pray. You have to be proactive. You have to do the things that would cause change to occur. That is what I have to say. And I wish fellow Cameroonians all the best.